Good morning, Holly Green here again. This morning I have been compelled to come and talk to you guys about being either a victim or a victor, and how to unleash your inner greatness. As a child, I was sexually abused from as early as I could remember until I was 9 years old, and had a conference at school that informed us that child abuse what child abuse was, and how different people fall victim to it, and what kind of people abuse you. And you see, I was abused by my grandfather, my dad's father particularly, and I didn't know that I was being abused. I mean, I knew that I didn't like what he was doing to me. I knew that it was not something that I was interested in partaking in, but I didn't know that I was being abused, and that kind of unleashed a whole plethora of problems in my life. Was kind of just realizing that what was happening to me was not okay, and that just that on top of the fact that I knew that I didn't like what happened, and then just finding out that he was completely wrong for having done what he had done. And there was a lot of years after that where just the fact that I had been abused had kind of made me continually be re-abused, in the sense that I was accused of things that I didn't do. I was just mistreated. I was expected to be bad to perpetuate the abuse, I guess, is kind of like the thought cycle that a lot of people go through. And boy, that was not ever an intention of mine or any thing I wanted to partake in. It was actually my mission in life to make sure that this man could not hurt another child, and kind of shouted to the rooftops, let all my family members know what he was doing, what he had done. I told all his neighbors. He had one neighbor in particular that lived right next door that had two children that they were a very open family, and the parents let the kids run around nude because they wanted their kids to be free. And troubled me a lot because I did not want to see this man getting his jollies off of children anymore. And I knew that what he was doing was sick and wrong. And just all of that realization really sparked a mission for my life and made me really adamant about trying to protect people. And at this point in my life, I still have, little sparks of the history that come up that I struggle with. But again, just like I said yesterday, I've used a lot of meditation to help deal with that, and to help release kind of some of those inner pains and struggles. And kind of just like the area that I'm sitting in, right, I'm just a few minutes away from my house, and this area in August of 2018 was burnt pretty devastatingly. And if you look around me, there's so much new growth. Yes, there's burnt trees, but they're starting to grow again, and it's beautiful. It's amazing how much life can spark out of the dark. And I guess the point of my video today is to let you know that you are the key to your inner greatness, and you can unleash that by the way that you think, and the way that you feel, and not letting your past be your present, because the past is done. And there's lots of ways to deal with it. Now, we still struggle, as individuals and humans. Things come up, and it gets hard sometimes to deal with some of that old hurt. And, there's moments in life that remind you of those struggles, and you can't help but kind of face them in those moments. But you can release the pain from it, and you can release the real deep struggle that comes with being abused, and not allowing that person that hurt you to win, is so satisfying. There's some great power in taking your life back. And for me, my ultimate goal is just to be successful, because I felt like, having that start to my life was kind of setting me up for potential failure. As a teenager, I could see why people would turn to being a prostitute, or just abusing themselves continually, because of what they had been through. And I could imagine myself being there. Thank goodness I wasn't, and I didn't ever allow myself to go that direction. But there was a time in my life that I did abuse some drugs, and where I struggled to kind of just keep myself on the straight and narrow. And I've always been an extreme daredevil. I mean, I like doing anything that's like fast and furious, and kind of always just like was willing to live life on the edge. And some things in my life in the last few years, like my husband's injury, has really like opened my eyes to I really like to keep my body whole. Maybe I need to slow down a little and not be so adventurous. Still have adventure and still have fun, but a little bit more cautious fun, I guess, now that I'm approaching 40 and my children are both grown. They're 18 and 20 this year. They will be 19 and 21, and it really does kind of change your perspective. I mean, I could be a grandma soon, and I hope not too soon, but although I welcome it whenever it does come, but I just hope that my kids are ready for it when that happens. Anyways, that was just a little sidebar, but I just want everybody to realize that the only thing that we have right now in life is right here, is right now, to embrace the moment, to try to live in happiness and gratitude and joy as best as possible, to take the things that we have experienced in life as learning and growth, and something that we potentially volunteered for, something that everything happens to us for a reason. It's so that we learn, it's so that we grow, and without struggles we don't get to learn and grow. And facing those struggles and taking them head on and not allowing them to entirely define you is immensely empowering. And that's what I invite you to do. Deal with your past and don't worry about your future. And that's something, the future part, that I struggle with, because I just want everything to come to fruition yesterday. And really, really trying to not go there, because you know what? Tomorrow is not promised, and who knows what's going to happen today. But right here, right now, if I can help somebody and help you to see the light and to live in the moment and to smile and embrace yourself and allow your inner greatness to shine, then I've done something good in this world. And that's my ultimate goal, is to help anybody and everybody that I can, and to help you realize that all the negative things in our past that we deal with don't define you. And the things that can or may happen in the future don't matter yet. And what does matter is right here, right now, being able to help people, being good to yourself, loving yourself, being grateful for your life, and appreciating all the things that you do have, because, I really do have everything that I need. And may not have every single thing that I want, but if I keep following the right path, I believe I will. And I'm working on unleashing my inner greatness, and I hope that I can help you find yours. So be here, be now, and work on yourself. Just always remember that it's only you that you can work on. You can't fix the person that hurt you. You can't fix the people that are going to hurt you in the future. You can't change your spouse. You can't change your children. You can guide them, you can help them, you can try to be as positive as you can, but the only job that you have is to be the best you possible. And that's what I'm trying to do. So I hope you all have a blessed day, and that the universe serves you well, and that you can see your greatness. Have a wonderful day.